Here's Siren, 911, plate 93, checking post and 5. Not one plate 93 check call in over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail. If you're gonna make a video, if you're gonna send me something in the mail, make a video of it. And yes, those of you who know how to do that GPS thing, it's got my address on it. It's gonna be stolen for religious persecution reasons. So get those folks praying to those 9/11 Muslim devils down below. Fix our lifelines, fix our security as a nation and as individuals. You got the time on your phone? You got my number dialed. 424-229-4140. And yeah, no comments about those 93 checks, no calls. It's religious censorship that affects our lifelines. So call up your senator, call up all of YouTube, call up that general, any officer, and you say, why can't I reach Melton? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? What are you doing about that? And some folks are doing the wrong thing. You can go to my links Excel, if you can find it somewhere at a bit of bar party, and hit those links. 20 of you make a video going to one link on YouTube. Plate 93 check videos over the past decade, like this one, and you don't get me. With those 93 checks, and you don't get accurate view counts with the YouTube videos. Religious censorship on YouTube, Lifeline censorship, an active part in it. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. Get it on video. And yes, as Susan Wojcicki, I think she's in the Russian White House somewhere, I think, with Trump. Ask her, why are you an active part in religious censorship? And yeah, post and repost all of my imagery and videos of my imagery. You can print these as 4x6 photos on vote-truth.blogspot.com. Do that. And try to call me from those fire stations, from those police stations, from those hospitals. If you thought it took forever for your phone to work when you needed the fireman, police, paramedic, yeah, check your phone right now, especially if you're one of 150 million AT&T subscribers. They were very loud today, this morning as I'm sleeping, and sleep is my pain medicine. But yeah, they bought Spectrum to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. Call them on that. Most of them don't make the 2.5 million Randall Stevenson does in Dallas there at the headquarters. So you get them when they got home from the bar, when they're smoking or doing whatever other drugs they do. When Randall just asked them to do something off the books that turned their stomach. Yeah, like altering phone records. Doesn't do him much good. He's worried about that Senate subcommittee. Randall Stevenson, CEO of AT&T, is. Because he does alter phone records, but it doesn't do you much good. When you got it all on video. You make that video, whoever's in the room there with you, time on their phone, date in your video, my number dialed, religious censorship. And yes, that's important recently because, yes, they placed that cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. That's religious censorship as much as you can get. Undo whatever was done during those 8 years. And yes, Randall's worried about that Senate subcommittee, so you call up all of AT&T home and office. That's my home. This is my home. They're parked outside of. Very personally, they can turn the noise off. You call them up and you try to call me with them on speakerphone or in person, and you explain to them, I've got the time and the date in this video. I got Milton's number, 424-229-4140. What's your part in hijacking America's lifelines? Are you planning a revolution, an invasion? If so, from who? You get their reaction, you post. And yeah, if you can't call me to tell me about that saint that needs an image, come see me in person, 4260 Eagle Rec Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Tell me all about that saint in person and spread the word about that dangerous censorship. Follow YouTube. I've posted videos for over a decade. And not one comment. It means they're suppressing. Actually, I get a comment every once in a while, but it doesn't always make sense. But if you can't comment, all my YouTubes are open for comments. You can't comment, yeah. Post and repost those videos, download it if you can. If not, look at your better bars, parties, military bases. And yes, expose Susan's political, religious, business monopoly. If you are paying good money to advertise on YouTube and you can't reach me by phone, that's Susan Wojcicki's. Religious, business, censorship, it's our AT&T livelihoods, our YouTube livelihoods perhaps. So call her on that. Call all employees. Most of them aren't worth, was it 450 million? When I Googled, most of them don't make that much. So they'll tell you what Susan's doing to compromise the security of our nation, our families, and our individuals. Get it on video and save it for the Senate subcommittee. And yes, even if you post to YouTube, make sure you save that video of you trying to call me. Well, you Senate subcommittee kind of thing, because Susan's hip deep in that. That's part of America's Hijacked Lifelines. Call all employees of YouTube, try to call me. Post to YouTube and make videos of my stuff. Prints nice as a 4x6 photo. Form your own slideshow, post it. Use my imagery for your nice websites. And tell Susan, we don't like you being a monopoly that compromises our security as a nation. Why can't I reach this man? Why are you suppressing that truth about America's Hijacked Lifelines? Get a reaction, post. Oh, and if she introduces you to some impersonators of me, make sure you make the documentary. That's treason and beyond, considering what she's doing with her company.